Some people discover motorsport, but today's guest was raised by it.
Linda Devlin didn't just grow up around racing, she grew up in it. Weekends were being trackside, watching her dad send it round the corners in his self-built Mini.
Her mum wasn't just standing on the fence line either. She was actively pit crewing and did a couple of sprint races herself, including a sprint meet while pregnant with Linda, which honestly explains why you do what you do.
Yeah, by 8 years old, Linda was already racing karts, not dabbling racing.
That's insane.
Spending nearly a decade learning car control, patience, and exactly how much she hated losing.
Yeah, I hate losing. At 17, she climbed into a 1964 Mini Cooper S owned by family friend Hendy Draper. I had a Mini when I was a kid in England. It was a red one. I love it. And that was it. The beginning of a long, slightly unhinged and very successful relationship with Minis begun.
Yes, ma'am. That's 4 East Coast Mini
Whoa.
Challenge Championships, multiple outright victories, and the kind of performances where she just casually puts 30 seconds on the field in the wet on tracks she's never seen before.
I don't know how you do it. She's taken pole at brand new circuits, dominated at Winton and Wakefield, and became the first woman to win a historic event at Winton in a 1964 Mini.
Linda and her dad became the first father-daughter duo to
Aw.
complete in the outside.
That's really cool.
Very
At the 2019 Mini Australia Dash, she finished second outright in the 64 Morris Cooper S. And at the Bend, is that Adelaide's the Bend?
Yeah.
That's a cool place. She qualified on pole in a John Cooper Works Mini before an electrical fault cruelly said, absolutely not.
And as impressive as all that is not all.
No, because in 2022, Linda finished second in a championship because racing is where she feels like herself.
Indeed. And she found out she was pregnant.
Whoa. Okay, we need to talk about that. Yeah, these days she balances life as a mum, same as us. Oh my gosh, my spelling. I'm really bad at saying words. An integration aid. So that's like a teacher's aid.
Kind of student aid.
Student aid. Yeah, cool. And a racer with her dad still in the pits as mechanic, mentor, and a calm voice. A family wrangling life on and off track, and an incredible supporting crew.
So today we are talking family, minis, milestones, and motherhood, and what it takes to stay in the sport you love.
So please welcome my guest, the badass behind the wheel, Linda Devlin. Woo!
Hi,
Hi.
Hi. So, Linda is joining us online. She's our first, so we appreciate everyone's patience.
This may not work.
It may not work. It may be. We don't. Fine.
Where are you in Australia?
I'm
Linda?
in Melbourne. I'm in the city of Werribee.
Ooh. Hang on, there's not a cheese, is it? There's a famous product from Werribee, isn't there?
I mean,
don't
we
know.
have a good cheesesteak shop, and the Park Hotel's amazing, but
Ooh. Well, I come to Melbourne in March, so
Yeah. You better
I might
let her
check.
know where all the good cheese spots
Oh, I
are.
do like cheese. Oh, they've got a like a sushi train for cheese there, don't you?
A sushi train for cheese.
Okay,
I'm a
Oh,
vegan,
same.
so this is not going to help me at all. A sushi train for cheese.
Yeah, you pick your cheese off the sushi train. It's in
That
Melbourne.
sounds good, actually. I need to figure that out.
Let's do it. When I come
Yeah.
over for
No,
Formula One, I'm there
sure.
for almost a week, and I
Yep.
don't have any kids
Okay.
or a husband. So cheese, let's
She's
cheese it
going to
up.
enjoy that.
Cheese it. Yeah.
We'll come back huge.
I already am. I've got a filter on
Full
now.
of cheese. So much cheese.
All
right, let us get into it.
We have some questions
We do.
to get to know
Go for
you
it.
and your sport.
Yes,
'Cause
because we're brand new.
we're dumb.
Yeah, well, not really dumb. But yeah, we'd love to know about you and sport and everything you bring to the table.
Okay, so first things first, for like people like us newbies, what is sports compact racing?
So, sports compact racing is a fresher name than 2 Litre Sports and Ends. So, the 2 Litre Sports and Ends club was established not exactly remembering what year, but a fair while ago. My dad actually ran sports sedans too when I was little.
Aw.
So yeah, so it's been around for a long time. But it's had a bit of a last year we sort of did a bit of a refresh of the name. So the president of the club and the committee, we've sort of done a bit of a sport compact series.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're moving sort of something a little bit different. So it's still run by 2 Litre Sports Sedans.
Yeah.
But we're just freshening up the name and we've just got a few more ideas and the club's growing within the first year of a sort of transition
Is that
stage. So
is that under Motorsport Australia?
it is, yes, but we're definitely it's definitely in Motorsport Australia. A lot
Yeah.
of our regulations are from Motorsport Australia, but we are also running the AASA events as well.
Oh, cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, sports compact being basically just minis and tiny cars, right?
Pretty much everything.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got the
Cool.
website here, so I'll just read it from the website because it's crystal clear from there. And then
Yeah.
I don't make any mistakes for everybody.
I'm doing great with this earbud. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? This is great. I have a huge head and tiny ears. Okay, go on.
So yeah, sports compact race series. So it's allows anyone with compact or subcompact car to participate in inexpensive club racing, so circuit
Okay.
racing.
Yeah.
The series uses a framework from Motorsport Australia. And sports and regulations to control, modified, allow each car. The regulations allow almost limitless modifications to any hatch, coupe, or
Okay.
Oh,
sedan.
wow.
So they're like production cars, right?
Yeah, so
Cool.
funny you should say that because the next sentence says
Ooh.
the series runs several classes to suit interests of all competitors, and cars are most often modified production cars that can also be built
Oh.
bespoke race car within the silhouette of the production body.
So
So
a silhouette body is like,
So just pretty much we've got minis, we've got Nissan Bluebirds, we've got
is that
Escorts,
like the
we've got
Hyundai Excel?
yeah, we've got
Huh?
we don't actually run the Hyundai Excels, they have their own category.
Right. Okay.
We've got Nissan Pulsars. They've merged from
Cute.
their Pulsar series. They've Fairfield, the Victorians, have merged into we're running alongside them as a
Yeah.
class to get more competitors on the track. But they've
Yeah.
actually now merged with us. So they've actually left
That's cool.
the APRA series and they've actually come
yeah.
across and doing modifications so they can run sports compact with us now. So
That's so
they're
cool.
all with us too now.
Is there many people that do it?
Yeah, we've actually the club's grown this past year. We've had 20 plus competitors on each event that we've had. So we've had
Wow.
That's
we had
cool.
4 within Victoria, and then we also went to the Bend in South Australia and we still had 20 cars on the grid.
Wow. That's so
So
cool. The
yeah.
Bend is awesome.
Oh, it was
So
amazing. Yeah.
why a mini? What's the obsession?
Born into it.
Yeah, just because your dad had one.
So yeah, when your dad races and builds his own when you're little, and then his best mate was also racing minis with him, so they used to race together. They used to work together and race together. So yeah, when Henry offered me the drive in his 1964 model, I jumped on that and just did some regularities and then loved it. So Dad
Yeah.
goes,
It's
"Mm,
so
wanna keep-"
British.
Yeah, everyone's had a mini. Everyone you talk
It's
to,
like
is like, "Oh, I
Austin
didn't have
Powers.
that," or "My family had a mini," so everyone knows about them. So,
Yeah.
but from going to go-karting from 9 years competitively into a mini was a good step up, I feel. So, yeah, obviously, yeah, then Henry bought the next JCW mini as well. So, we could share it because I was still loving racing and we'd done some MRA series at Wakefield and a fair few sprints at Winton.
Yeah.
Did a
Yeah.
couple of regularities. So I did a regularity at Phillip Island, which was fun,
Ooh.
and also at Bathurst. So that was great.
No way. Like the
Yeah,
proper Bathurst track.
Yeah.
yeah,
So you've been racing for 27 years, you
yep.
So you're like 28 years old.
said. Smooth. Real smooth. I like it.
For that, but yeah, so I did start when I was 7.5, but back then, in midgets and rookies. Now I think it's called cadets now, but in midgets you couldn't actually race until you were 8 years old, and I was a September baby, so I had to wait a fair few months to actually be able to race.
And you said you did go-karting?
Yep, go-karting first. Yep,
That's cool.
That's
yeah, with my
Is that
brother. So that
dirt
was
karting or
fun.
on like pavement type.
Yeah, so circuit go-karting. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Because we
Yeah.
know we've got a dirt go-kart track near ours,
Mhm.
but no proper, like, bitumen pavement type track. Yeah, we've got, like, it's called Dirt Carters, I think.
I thought you were talking about Jeff's.
Yeah, no, our friend's got one as
He's
well.
got one as well. We just send it around his place.
It's just they've created their own track around his
Perfect. Yeah.
property with, I think he's got 12 go-karts.
Yeah, wow. That's awesome.
So we just go
And we
take
just
the
put our
kids.
kids in there and we're like, go have fun for a bit.
Yeah,
A
it's
dirt one
so
would be
cool.
fun to do, actually. Yeah.
You, like, get to skid out. Oh, you still skid out on the pavement.
You skid it out with me in it.
He's got a like a tandem one. So
She's a psychopath. I'm telling you right now.
yeah. But
You were purposefully making me scream, and I was getting
Yeah,
dirt
no.
in my mouth. It was awful.
It's fun. How do you get into, like, the mini racing? Obviously, you said it was because your family had history in it.
Yeah.
Is that what made
with
you want
somebody
to?
who wants to get into it, where would they start? Like, how did you get it? So obviously you knew people, but like,
Yeah. Well, when your dad can build and race them and then has everything for you, you kind of just
Oh,
step
yeah.
into that.
You're
Kicks the
expected
cost down
to.
too. You don't have to go and buy a new car with all
Legacy.
new parts and
Yeah.
learn it all
Yeah.
again. So, I suppose it would just be talking to people who are obviously racing minis.
Creating exposure for it as well.
Yeah. So
Volunteering for
there's
pit crews and that.
a fair few people up in Queensland. They've got a lot of JCW minis up there. They have their own series up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
They branch out a little bit. So wherever you are in Australia, we've pretty much got some sort of minis going on, or people who
have to
own them.
see if we've got something over here now.
Oh yeah. That'll be.
Yep. We actually have a best mate that Dad sold his car to, who actually lives in Perth, and he
Oh.
has his car with us. And then he flies over, races it at Winton, and then heads back
No
to Perth.
way.
That's sick.
so cool.
Yeah. So
That's hobby.
yeah. So
know.
it's cool because he bought Dad's mini that was my childhood dad's race car, and so it's still in the shed, which is pretty cool.
Aw. So it's like
Aw.
staying in the family.
Yeah,
It's
a little
part
bit.
of the
Yeah,
family at that point. It's basically
Yeah.
a family member.
Does it have a name?
Yes, does it have a name?
it doesn't. We don't name them that much.
Oh.
But
How are you Australian? Oh my god.
We have a drag car over
Everybody
here.
has a fucking name for their car.
Well, not really. It's either a he or a she. It's mostly a
Always
she.
she.
we
We've got a
just
track car.
because the minis are so big and small. We have big mini and small mini, like the little mini and big
Aw.
mini.
Little mini.
I've got
That's cute.
the Henry Draper's blue mini that I run is the little blue mini.
Aw.
That's the
You would just
historic
call it
one.
Little Blue. What is
And
that?
then,
You could have just
yeah,
given her
so
a
that's-
name.
It's just blue.
That's the little mini, and then I've got my JCW Mini Cooper. There's a 2008 model, so that's big mini. That's the big blue mini,
Aw.
and then we've got the little red mini and the big red mini. So we've got 4 of them.
Well, I suppose mini is like a name in itself anyway, like Minnie Mouse. So it has a name.
Mini, it'd get confusing.
No. Big mini, little mini, blue mini, red mini.
So, how many races do you normally complete a year?
So with our sports compact, we have 5 usually, 5 or 6. So we
So
start
it's
off
just
with
like one little season.
yes, it's just the whole year, and we've got
Yep.
we'll have 4 or 5. I think 5 was our max last year. Events. So they're round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5.
Do
Yeah.
you compete with, like, so over here we have, like, obviously drag racing and sprints, but they have different categories all on the same race?
Yes, yeah. So we will have our schedule be so like we might do qualifying at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we might be with the trucks, or so we
Yeah.
have super trucks over here too. So we might be running the truck round, so they'll run next, and then there's XLs,
Yeah.
and then there might be hyper cars, and then yeah. So the schedules
So
are
it's like a
there's
day
different
long
categories
Yeah.
for each round. Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Ooh.
Do you have like a junior class in yours, or is it just from a certain age you can race?
Pretty much from 14 onwards. I
Wow,
believe these days you
14.
can get a racing license. So we actually do have. I had a chat to our president, Travis Talbot, and he actually said we've actually got a junior one coming through this year. Sorry.
Wow.
And then looking forward in the future, there's a couple more that want to join Sports
But
Compact as well.
they race each other, right? The juniors don't race.
No, they race with
And
everyone.
they race with us.
Fucking joking.
So my
Yeah.
daughter's 13 and a half.
No.
So in 6 months' time, I can chuck her in a mini and be like, race. She would never do it.
My children, no.
Well, when I was 17, I was racing as like 65-year-olds. So it's very inclusive. It's great.
But I'd say
yeah.
that like the younger ones have less fear, so they just send it.
So they haven't had the experience.
So
of
they
having a
just go
massive
for it.
crash yet.
You're like, no.
I think it depends on the driver. I think experience comes into play, but so then, you might get a bit of a loose cannon on track, like, yeah, cool, I can do this. And then you've got all the experienced people who are just like, yeah, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
We'll put you in your place.
Till next week, buddy.
Yeah.
He's in the sand.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably just like holding his weight, just waiting.
You would get those people that come in and thinking that they are really, really good. And then they're like, buddy, come on now.
Yeah, just wait, watch the experience.
It hasn't happened too much in our Sports Compact series.
Yeah,
but I do remember back in the day that I rocked up to a historic event, and obviously being the only female in that category, they're like, she's just a chick, blah, blah. And I don't like saying the female card, but these days, you might as well. And he just sort of was like, I can't qualify her. Yeah, no.
I love it when that happens.
And he came up to me on the grid before the race, and he was like, how'd you do that? I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I can drive just as good as you.
And there was a lot more respect then, so yeah.
It sucks that you have to do that though to get the respect to start with. Because you're like, we're just all racing. Like if you're good enough racer, you're good enough to race.
Yeah. Well, my motto's always been, once your helmet's on, everyone's equal. So
exactly. So you've been immersed in motorsport since like birth. So what did your
pre-birth?
What did your weekends look like growing up?
So if we weren't at the racetrack with Dad, watching him and traveling, we were either boating, going out on the boat, doing skiing and everything like that. Otherwise,
it was epitome of a great childhood.
Yeah, it was a good break. It was a good childhood. My brother and I loved it. Otherwise it was just riding around the streets and that with your friends and doing normal kid stuff.
Were they like, oh, your dad's a race car driver?
Like, there was that. It was the show and tell. I was like, oh, what'd you do on the weekend? I went to Adelaide and I watched my dad race. Then
I would definitely throw that at my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we ended up picking up the go-karting, and then the race meetings clashed with some of Dad's, and he went. There was one weekend he was driving from Puckapunyal East Alliance Go-Kart Trail, which was our home track, and we had our club event and for the weekend, and then he was driving from Winton, which was an hour more, then back to Belfast, then back to drive his cars, because karting didn't have schedules. It was just like, this is your schedule, but it's just go. There's no times. So just gotta listen out for it. Yeah, so it was like. But with his motor racing, we've got scheduled times. So he's like, oh, I'll be able to make it back to that, but no, Mum will have to help you with that one. And then it's like,
it's like a whole family deal.
Too hard. I've got too many things on. I go, nah. So he ended up giving up his motorsport so that my brother and I could race.
Oh, what a good dad.
Yeah. So if it wasn't with Dad racing, then it ended up being us racing at the end of each month. And then
that's what you do as a parent.
It was lovely.
Meaning Lando Norris. I might give up my children for that.
You're just your dad.
Yeah.
Dad strange.
So your dad, you said, built the minis and stuff. What kind of stuff did you pick up or learn from him in those years watching him?
Probably just staying on top of car maintenance. He used to get us to help clean his car, our go-karts and everything like that. Back then I was like, oh, okay. But he's like, can't clean unless you race. So, right,
fair deal.
You can't race until you clean it. So, but just car setup, karting setups. And then when we moved into the minis, it was just, we haven't changed too much with our cars. Obviously we just changed the suspension and the setup as to how I want it, how Dad thinks it should be, and then just twig it to try and make it faster and faster.
Do you tune your cars, or is it always like a set tune?
It's generally, so with our little mini, it's been on the dyno a couple of times, but not hugely. Don't really tune it too much. But with the JCW mini that we did purchase through COVID, we had that on the dyno a fair bit because it had a bit of a misfire. So we're trying to sort out that issue, but also figure out how much power it's got and
where you can tweak things.
Yeah, and what the performance was compared to Henry's other big
Yep.
red Mini
Yeah.
that we'd been driving for forever. So
Because we're just
um,
getting into the tuning side of things over here for what my husband does, and I'm
Yep.
finding it so fascinating how like the littlest tweak can make a world of difference.
yeah, absolutely. You can even a tenth of a second that'll put you on
Yep.
pole. Yeah.
100%.
Massively. So
Yeah.
you were saying before that you guys do you have limitations on how much you can modify your engines and stuff like
Yeah, we do. So there's a few more rules and regulations. So we have different classes within our category. So class A,
Yeah.
B, C, D, and E. E is the one I was running in this last year, 2025. So that's your turbo cars. So with our
Ooh.
So
turbo
you can't
cars,
just
we
like slap a
actually
turbo on something. No.
no.
Yeah,
So
because you just get a turbo and slap it
Yeah.
on.
yeah. So we actually have to
I
have
knew.
because mine's a 1.6 turbo mini. We've actually all the turbos actually have to run a 36 millimeter restrictor, so it just keeps it all a little bit on par, so you don't have people just like rock up with their big turbo and just
Yep. Make it
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. Because
making it
the
more
more money you
fair.
have, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got class A, which is our premium class for the club, and it's highly modified space frame or four pan cars.
Mhm.
Then there's class B and C, so they're like your 1600 to 12 to 2000 cc's, and these classes are heavily modified production cars that utilize the original factory floor plan. So yeah, so you can also have in class A sequential gearbox as well. So yeah, you
To learn
can
what that
build
is.
to our regulations, and you can pretty much build what you want to our regulations. So it's
Yep.
just let's use the word inclusive. So we can pretty much a lot of the cars that you have in your garages, you like, oh, I can build that into a sports compact car and come
My
racing. So
Mitsubishi Pajero.
yeah, I mean,
Probably not.
maybe not a Pajero, or maybe not
Maybe
like
not.
a paddle van, but you know.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so then we've got like class E, which I said, yeah, is modified production cars, which is your turbo cars as well. And then class D, we actually introduced last year class D, which is actually 2.5 litre. So we was just usually 2 litre sports
That wee
engine
bit bigger.
under 2 litres. Yeah, so we've actually incorporated them into our 2.5 litre. So they've got their own class within our category.
Yeah.
But they've also got weight restrictions. So we've all got so we'll try and keep it a little bit fair, so we're
But
not just like
say A that will always race against A vehicles. You don't
no. So we
Oh,
race
you
all
all race
together.
together.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
wow.
Jesus.
Which is actually really cool because we'll have 20 cars on the grid. Everyone's in different classes. Everyone's in the same category. But it means you've always got battles throughout the whole
Yeah.
field.
Makes it
So
fun.
if you're watching the front, you can watch the middle, and everyone has. I think that's another reason we're getting a lot more competitors and people are building cars to come racing with us is because there's battles throughout the whole
Yeah.
field. So you don't have to be at the pointy end, and you don't have to, and you've got
You're still
competition
getting a race.
wherever you are in the field. So
That's really
sick.
cool.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I
everyone
like
loves
that.
it.
Nice.
Mm.
So, because you've been like karting since you were probably and been doing it for like 10 years, did karting teach you anything that still matters and influences you today? Like for young kids who are thinking about starting out doing that sort of thing, do you keep anything from those years of doing
Go
karting?
karting.
I think maybe just predominantly the racecraft and learning patience as well. So, I'm not going to make that move because I can't make it stick 100%. So I'm going to wait for the next
Yeah.
corner and line it up properly. So I'm a patient driver, but obviously you want to get through the field quickly when you can.
Yeah.
But I think just, obviously your line, your apexes and even your braking
I
markers.
don't know what that was.
Just,
So you can calculate the risk versus reward better because you've got that previous knowledge.
Yeah, and obviously in go-karting, back in my day of racing, in all of my classes, midget rookies, everything, we didn't have I think they call them chromos, pull start engine.
Oh.
So we actually had push. So if you spin, you're out. That's it.
Oh no
So
way.
if you spin or you have a collision or anything like that, that's the end of your race. You can't just
Well, I suppose. Yeah,
unless the engine was still going when you have spun.
it's
But if
fun.
you hit something, hit a bump, or the engine stopped, there's no push starting to start. That's it. That's
The go-karts we go in, they have this like mechanical start thing that they plug into them. So it's not a key or anything. And if you don't have that, it won't start.
correct. Yeah.
basically cut.
Ah, yeah.
Which
In
is
the middle and
another
somebody
reason I
else
used to
gets
hate. I used to hate go-karting when it was raining because I'm like, there's more risk of falling off when it's wet.
Yeah.
But I also learned a lot of different lines with that too, because obviously you're taking different apexes when it's wet to when it's dry in go-karting.
Yeah.
So that was when you're little, it's hard to get your head around to swap
Yep.
your apexes. But it also taught you a lot of patience again, and yeah, your racecraft in the wet. So yeah.
Did you have like a race line as such that you follow? Like you see on Formula One and like circuit, they have this certain race line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most tracks you'll find have if you get the lines right, you'll be quite quick. But there are corners. I know at Sydney Motorsport Park, used to be called Eastern Creek. When I had driven there, around turn 2, there's 3 different, maybe even 4 different apexes you can take. Just depends on how your car handles, how you want to.
Yeah.
Do you
So
want
does
to
weather come into play then? Like if some parts of the track are
A
more.
little bit, yeah. So you kind of want to stay off your white lines and the ripple strips at times because they can be quite slippery. So you just have to adjust your lines a little bit. But yeah,
nice.
There's so much to do with it. Like
I would be so confused. I'd be turning.
she's trying to do a donut.
Try. Try.
You're like
It would just be inevitable.
it turns off. You've won, is it 4 East Coast mini
I
championships?
think I won 2 MRA series,
Yep.
mini challenge ones, and 2 back-to-back. I think it was back-to-back East Coast mini challenge ones. Yeah.
Awesome. Which one of those meant more to you?
Probably
What was
the
like
East
the
Coast Mini
biggest
Challenge
achievement?
one, I'd say, because we
Why?
actually followed the East Coast. So we did a Queensland round where that was one of the ones I'd never been to, and I put 33 seconds on the field in the wet.
What?
So
Holy shit.
that one included that race, which was pretty cool. And then we
What was
did
going through your
Wakefield.
head when that
Shit.
happened? when you got the 30 seconds ahead, what was going through your
Well,
head?
I couldn't see anyone. And I said to Dad on the radio, I'm like,
Has the race
I'm like,
finished?
Where
where
the fuck
is everyone? Because I think it was at Morgan Park and it's a bit hilly. And I was like, Dad, where is everyone? He goes, yeah, they're 30 seconds behind you. I was like,
Oh, cruise
what?
control.
I'm like, I can't see anyone. He goes, yeah, they're still down the other end of the track. I was like, oh,
Crazy.
yeah, right. I can just chill there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arm out the window. Like
for a cigarette. He's like, hey, what's
Or
with you guys so long?
something. Yeah. Well, yeah, cool. All right.
so you have comms to your dad when you're racing?
Yeah, I do. You don't have to. But
Yeah.
it is beneficial for us to have it. I don't talk to him much on he doesn't talk to me, I don't talk to him much.
Unless
I
there's something
mean,
wrong.
when I'm frustrated, he hears about it. But
He swears all the time.
but
So
it's
she
more
does.
just, yeah, I mean, I love to debrief like on my cool down wrap. So I'm like, okay, this is how the car was, blah blah. Or if I'm having issues through the race, he can sort of like, yep, cool, don't worry about it, blah blah. So those little tweaks to be able to help throughout the race can happen.
Yeah.
That's helpful. But also if something's happened up the track ahead and I can't see it yet, then he's
You
like,
need to be aware of it.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit beneficial, but also, like I said, you don't have to have comms. It is helpful though.
Because we're finding like some circuit races have them, some don't.
Yeah.
I was like, I would
Others
want to
aren't
know.
allowed them.
I would want to know if something is going on and to be prepared myself.
Yeah.
It's definitely helpful and reassuring that you just have those extra set of eyes and ears
100%.
out there.
Yeah. I was
when
watching your
can't
video
see
that you sent us of you in your cab and driving in the rain, and I'm like, I can't see through that windscreen.
Yeah.
Gave me so much anxiety. Oh my god.
I don't even like driving in the rain on a
I don't
normal
like driving
road.
in the rain on the normal road, but you were racing and there was cars like pushing in on you, and I was like, fuck that shit.
Do you get nervous?
Do you get nervous?
No, I probably don't get so much nervous, more anxious, just to like get on track and just as soon as I'm rolling out off the grid, I'm fine. But just
You're in that
deep breath
zone.
before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It's like
try
excited
not-
energy as opposed to my nervous rabbit energy.
Yeah, well, your adrenaline starts to kick in as soon as you are rolling, so I'm
That would
good
be a
with
really
that.
cool feeling.
Yeah, yeah. I had
That is
to
so nice.
teach myself how to calm myself down when I was on the dummy grid and I'm waiting because I used to get just like quite
Yeah.
Listen to some like
Panic.
Buddhist temple
yeah, not
music.
so much that, but just yeah, I was just like, but yeah, you deep breaths and everything helped me, and I just try and zone out a little bit, not really
Yeah.
worry about
Or just focus
starting
what's
because
coming
yeah,
up.
you can have as
Don't stall
many
it.
plans as you want at the start, but you know, Z and Y X ain't gonna happen either. So yeah,
And it
you
will
can't
happen
plan
when
it.
you least expect it.
Yeah.
When
Yep,
you're not
correct.
prepared for it. Yes. So what has been on the other side of this, your biggest like, oh shit moment? Like, oh my God.
Oh
Oh
shit,
my
good or oh shit, bad?
both?
Both.
Both.
What was the bad one first? Always the bad one first, and then we can lean
Bad
into
one happened last year. It wasn't anyone's fault. It was just a racing incident, unfortunately. But I was chasing for the lead. So I was quite. It was actually another mini. And we were both quite fast in the route. And so, yeah, I was just following for a few laps. Couldn't quite get through. And I got a really good run out of turn 10 at Winton. And then we've come down front straight, back straight together. I've outbraked him a little bit, got past, but then as he's braked, his left rear tapped the white line.
Oh
And like I
God.
said, you want to stay off them in the wet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
his car just went, "Ugh," and I went. So
Oh
I
my
went
God.
God.
You
spinning off the
like
track.
went upside down and everything.
No, I didn't roll, just
Oh my
a
God.
lot of spinning. Well, it felt like it was a lot of spinning, but I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
going, because I didn't know where I was or what had
Did it
just
go slow
happened.
motion?
It did feel a bit small, yeah, like slow motion. But it was a
Jesus.
fair hit too, so I was like a bit like shaken. I actually ended up getting
Yeah.
whiplash on that too.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was like I said, it was a racing incident. He came in and apologized. He didn't mean it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But
Of
it was
course he
just
didn't.
That stuff
unfortunate.
happens.
I
It's
ended
not
up
like
in the
F500s
dirt.
where they hit you on purpose, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't race for dodgem cars, but
Don't.
incidents obviously happen, and we all know that. But yeah, so I ended up off in the mud, half bogged, but luckily I was actually front wheel drive because I was
Unharmed.
able to use
Yeah.
the front wheels to get
Ah,
back out. If it was a rear
Oh,
wheel
no
drive,
way.
I probably
no.
would have got
You'd
bogged.
be spinning.
Ah.
I wouldn't
Oh
have got out
yeah.
of there. So it took me half a lap to get out of there. And then I ended up back in, I think, yeah, because obviously that was the pass for the lead, but I ended up back in fifth. Passed
Wow.
another one through because we were actually a fair way ahead of the field, so that was helpful.
Yeah.
But I think I ended up in fifth as well. He did cop a penalty, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that was probably my big oh shit moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've had a couple of oh shit, wow, that's cool moments
Yeah.
where 30 to 33 seconds ahead of
Yeah,
the field
that's
in the wet.
That's just
freaking
it. Yeah.
cool.
And then you had to do my Motorsport Australia license again, the OLT, and I went to Malala to do it because I had to have it for there, and I'd let my other one expire previous years. Hadn't been to Malala before, brand new track, looked at two corners and went, oh, okay, I'll just figure out where it goes. They go, yeah, you'll do your OLT in your qualifying. And I was like,
Okay.
sir.
and that was
No
with the East
pressure.
Coast Mini Challenge series. So there was all the other big minis and little minis there as well. A few people that were, so that's in South Australia, and they have their own little series over there too. So they've got that's their home track. And then, so I did they said, oh, we'll black flag you, we'll pull you in, see where the pits are. And I was like, I don't even know where the pits are. I was like, oh. Anyway, managed to sort it all out. Then, yeah, they pulled me in. They're like, yep, cool, off you go, start your qualifying. I was like, all right, yeah, I think I know where the track goes now. Yeah, and then I was on the radio day after qualifying and I said, oh, how'd I go? He goes, yeah, you pulled it. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And he goes, by 3 seconds. I'm like, what?
That's huge.
So, that was like my, oh, wow.
Oh, that gave me
You walked out there
goosebumps.
with like a gangster walk. Did you?
You're like,
I'm like,
I'm here.
I tried not to have a big head after that, but
Yeah. Inside just a little bit.
We couldn't walk through the door frame. Fine.
I was definitely excited and like, it was a big shock. I was not
It would have been
expecting
a really feel good moment. Like,
that.
yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's really.
So you've said before that racing makes you feel like you again. Why is that identity important to you? What do you mean by it makes you feel like you again?
Think mainly when you become a mum, you
We
everything.
already know where this is
I
going.
immediately knew where that was going. Go on.
You know
Yes.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. So a lot of
Preach.
mums will know about this. Obviously, it's a little bit different when you're racing because we then have to give up our racing to go and have a baby. So I did 2 rounds after I found out I was pregnant in September. I did another 2 rounds before I was like, yeah, I can't do anymore. So I did race with her for 2 rounds.
Wow.
And then I went, yeah, I'm not going to fit into a seat and it's just too dangerous now. So I went, nah, that's fine. So I had to give up my whole year.
Yeah.
Obviously you have her.
Yeah.
Wouldn't ever change that. But, guys can be like, yeah, cool, Mrs. is pregnant, I'm still going racing.
100%.
Yeah,
They can still
race.
do whatever.
They can still, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, cool. Can't do that.
Yeah. I'm solely responsible for this baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 12 weeks later, I was like, called her. We've got an event at Calder. Yeah, I'm going, Dad. He's like, yeah, sweet. So 12 weeks later, I was back in the race seat. And I was like,
Wow.
oh, this feels so good.
Because it's like something for you.
Yeah,
Like not
absolutely.
very
Because,
many mums do something for themselves.
yeah, we
I
don't get
haven't
to.
gotten my pelvic floor back after 12 weeks. I don't know how you guys.
I haven't after 13 and a half years.
I don't know how you managed it, but God, you're awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think, being, obviously you guys know, being a mum, you kind of lose your identity a little bit. But once I
wore
could
a lot of
step,
beige. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
there's like,
Yeah.
there is no life.
there's no life.
I mean,
yeah, well,
we
I
love
had to give
them,
up. Obviously, you give up work, so I was working full time in childcare, and I had to give up that to go on maternity leave. Obviously, I had to give up my netball. Can't play netball when you're pregnant, and I had to give up my
No.
racing. So everything
But
that
everything that was
me,
for you.
Yeah.
I didn't have anymore. So
And you're sick
Feel
for 40
that.
weeks.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Heartburn that radiates your kneecap.
No sleep.
No sleep.
yeah, so
Yeah.
hence why as soon as I could, I was back on the racetrack, and then I did
Absolutely, yeah.
I hadn't raced at Calder before either, which they just reopened the track for club racing after 30 years, and my dad used to race there, and I used to remember running up and down the dome with my brother on the dirt and playing on that while
Aw.
Dad was racing. So I was like, no, I really want to do this because Dad used to race there. I want to do that too. I want to tick off that
Yeah.
list off my bucket list. So yeah, Dad actually was testing Henry's Mini as well. We went and did a test day there, and Dad and I were on track together. So I was like, this is so cool. We're in the same
Aw.
track. We're just cruising around. He
That's
was
really
slightly quicker in
cool.
one car, then we swapped cars, and I was still slightly quicker in one car, and it was like within a tenth of a second of each other. I'm like, this is cool.
That'd be
would've
like a
been-
pinch me moment.
That would have been
Yeah.
fun.
And someone
Yeah.
took a photo of it too. So there's like both of us going around the corner together. I'm like, I love this. This is
Yeah.
this is
love
cool.
that.
So
Yeah.
how old's your daughter now?
She's just turned just over 2.5. Yeah.
So did she come watch you race?
Yep, she comes to pretty
Oh.
much every race meeting. Yep. So if it wasn't for my mum, my partner's usually off. He's a tradie, so he's generally working Saturdays, and
Yep.
yeah, he's doing all the finances. And then so yeah, mum comes and she looks after Sadie while I'm on track. So yeah, so she's really good now. She understands that mum is going into the race, and she's like, bye, mommy. Okay, good luck. And I come back, she's like, you went really fast, mommy. I'm like, oh, thanks, babe.
Oh, that's
It's come full circle watching your dad when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And your daughter
Yeah,
watching
so
you.
she loves playing with the tires, and yeah, then we've got a couple of the other girls, the other women that I race with, they've got their children there too, so they all hang out together and they look after her because she's the littlest, and it's really cool.
I love it. I love it. When we go down the drags, or even like the sprint for sprint cars now, because drag racing is not on in Perth because they're ripping up the track. The family, like, so we're now we've gone to the dark side, so we're over at sprint cars now. Just that family like gathering at the track,
Yeah,
and then all the kids are playing together, and it's just such a social environment for
It's
families.
really like tight.
I love it.
you create your own racing family. That's what we do.
Mhm.
Like
Literally,
my dad mates who he used to race with, we go and see them and we visit them, and they're always calling us, how'd you go, blah blah, and things like that. And you can go and stay with them wherever you are in the States. Like they're in South.
I've noticed that
Everyone's got a tool that you need to use.
Yeah.
you know all these people,
Yeah.
and it's a really cool thing to have. Is that you have this racing community and family that you've created because
I
you all
love
have the
it.
same passion, and you all come from different places.
Yeah, and then you got that common interest of racing, but then you're like, oh wow, like they'll teach you something you didn't know, and it's cool. So I'm just getting Rhiannon into the racing side of things.
I've been invited to a few things. Yeah.
So she now knows names of some people, and she's getting to meet people. So I was like,
That's
I'm getting
cool.
you into this family. You
Yep.
will become part of it.
I'm usually the person at the back of the crowd. Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
You'll get
Now
there.
we're
You're
gonna
gonna be at
get
the
her on
front soon. I know it.
Mhm. We're gonna come watch you.
Getting covered in
Okay.
grease.
No, cool.
I'll be like, go. So I think that's you. That's you because we've already asked that.
Yeah, pretty
question.
much. And so, final,
Just for the question
just for the
segment.
segment question. Finally, what advice would you give young girls and boys hanging over the fence right now, dreaming about what you
Yeah,
Don't give up.
do? Mm-hmm.
100%.
I think also, yeah, just get your feelers out. Go around, talk to people in the pits. We've had lots of people come and talk to us and say, "Oh, this is really cool. How'd you get into minis?" And obviously, that's my story. But then, yeah, I think just come to events and have a look. And if you're interested, go and talk to people. Everyone is so friendly at racing.
They are.
They're always happy to tell you their experiences or tell you about their car or what they've built, everything like that. And yeah, just get your feelers out. But also, if you do get involved, just stay humble. Just
Mm.
Don't be a
don't
dick.
be a dick. Don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
Don't get a big ego. It's not fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just
Race honest and fair.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah. And
Otherwise,
there's
it's
so
not
much to learn from each other. So just talk,
Yeah.
just communicate and talk to people, get your feelers out.
Racing can be really fun if you're racing competitively and like honestly, like it's so much fun. But
Yeah. I've
you
definitely
do
had a
in
few
every sport.
people that I've grown like when we did the East Coast Mini Challenge, there was one of my mates, I pretty much called him like my racing brother. And our daughters are actually a week apart as well. Which was
So
really
they're gonna
cool.
race
So
together.
Yeah, they'll be
yeah,
little
so
race
we'll
buddies
see what
too.
happens there.
If
But
not, they'll be sideline little.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he did go-karting as well. I never raced with him. He was in different clubs. But once we're both in the same minis and things like that, we had so much respect on track for each other that we never ever hit each other, gave each other
Yeah.
space. I still have that with people in this category too. There's the championship leader, who I was only 35 points off, winning the
Ooh,
championship
that's
last
close.
year. He
Nice.
and I also never touched, never hit each other.
But you can still race hard as well.
Absolutely, yep. We
Good
were
shit,
like
absolutely.
millimeters from each other at points,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that racing respect is very important. So
I think some people, forget that. They think I'm just going to go straight in there and just do whatever I can do to win. And it's like,
yeah,
you don't win
or
like
they
that.
drive in their revision mirror. So wherever you are, they're like, oh yeah.
Oh, that'll be
Just
so
slowing
frustrating.
everyone down. So yeah, but you learn your drivers, you learn their racecraft and their skills, and that's another challenge and something else you can do on track as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We'll go over to our next segment, which is
Segment 2.
Rhiannon's race school. We try, but I've actually had a look at these and I don't know what they are either. So this is going to be learning for both of us.
I'll try and help.
Now we've had a whole conversation. I'm not going to remember.
I know there's some terms that you use that it's kind of like slang, not slang, but you use
Terminology.
terminology that we have no idea. And if we're going to try and guess what it is, but you have to explain it actually what it is.
Okay, I'll try.
So what does 2LSS mean?
Okay, this came up before, I think. 2L has to be 2 liter. Oh yes, 2 liter sports
sedan.
Yeah, that's
Is it?
2 liter sports sedans. Good job. 10 points.
No, I was thinking because we got super sedan as a category in drag race.
I was right.
That's
You
why
were
I said it.
What does it say? Yeah, 2 liter sports sedan series.
Yep, perfect. You got it.
So I was one out. Okay.
That's really cool. What is a sports compact?
Tiny sports car. No?
Production car.
Tiny sports production car.
Let's go with modified production car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Modified.
Nissan Pulsar.
Mini. All I know is Mini because she drives one.
Yeah. Coupe, sedans, whatever. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
What does outright mean? You own it outright. I don't know. Outright.
So what happens if I said I came second outright?
Came second.
Overall? No?
What
does it mean?
Yeah.
It is?
See,
So
overall,
if I said I got first outright, what would that mean?
you become leader.
Yeah. It'd be you got first
choice.
overall the category.
Yeah. So it means you won the whole category outright. First.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm learning things.
so am I. And the last one is, what is a tin top? I was thinking a tip top, which is a bread.
I was going to say it's tin top.
Steel roof.
All I can think of is tinny, like a beer. But
It's
or
I
boat.
literally always forget this too. But yeah, it's pretty much your tin roof. So
Okay.
it's very similar to our
Enclosed
sport
car.
compact. So we're very close, but they've got different regulations and rules. But I actually used to run our Mini in Super TT, which is tin tops, super tin tops.
Okay. Oh, is that what that
and
means?
the Mini as well. So when Henry and I used to share the car, when we went to Wakefield, which is now called One Raceway in New South Wales, we were running the MRA series. So when we first got the car, I would run the Minis, and then he would run the Super TT the same event, same weekend. Yeah.
Because
In the same car.
Same car. Yeah, just two different
I've
categories.
heard of TT before, and I never knew what it was.
Yeah.
I haven't.
If that's what it is.
So it's called Super Tin Tops. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
We're learning. This is a learning
yeah,
channel.
because I know there are some restrictions. So one about the guy who owns the go-karts, he races, Jeff Lewis. His particular category, he has to have steel doors. So
Okay.
I didn't know that.
So he can't. A lot of so you see the nitro funny cars where they lift the whole body up off
I've
the car.
detailed
and
his
stuff.
car before. I knew he had metal doors, but I didn't know that. It was like a thing.
Yeah, so his category itself, I think, is Super Outlaws or something. They have to have doors that are still and open. So
Okay.
kind of like a production car tin roof, he has to have doors.
Yeah, I didn't know he had to, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've detailed.
They don't have door handles. They're stickers.
Yeah.
But he has to have a door that physically opens
All of
as
his
a
stickers.
restriction sort of thing as for their class.
I should ask Jeff more questions.
Yeah, so we've got some quick fire questions for you now. This is segment 3, quick fire rounds. But don't think too hard about it. Just first thing that comes to your head.
Don't think too hard like us.
Beautiful. Okay, no worries.
Okay, you can go first.
Okay. Favorite track you've ever raced on?
The Bend, South Australia for racing, the international circuit, but regularity, Bathurst.
Good choice.
Nice choice. Very
I
good.
like them.
Very good. Very nice.
If your racing career had like a soundtrack song, what would it be?
There is a song that says, I can't remember who it's by. I just happened to come across it. It's called I Want to Go Faster.
Ooh.
I like it. She's walking into the track like
yeah.
Maybe not with the weird pigeon head bob, but yeah.
Maybe not. Yeah, but
I listen to metal. It's meant to be head bang. Okay. Do you have a race day superstition or a good luck ritual?
I have
Yeah,
a weird
all
one.
the races one.
Yes. Oh, what is it?
Back when I was go-karting, I used to just wear the same boxer shorts. So obviously, back in those days, like the girls wore boxer shorts too. So
yeah.
Underwear and boxer shorts, and then your race suit. So I always wore the same ones. But these days, it's when you go and do your nervous week.
Like you did before this.
The second cubicle that I see, that's it. I have to go that.
Really?
Far. Unless it was a bad race and something happened.
I like that.
One, but
I have to have that.
In the second cubicle.
In the second cubicle. Good luck in the second
What's
cubicle.
what's your race number?
2.
There you go. I knew it had to have a coincidence.
Slightly. I used to have race number 21 or 23, but then other people had those numbers too, so I just went, I'll just be number 2. So, yeah.
Yeah. The second cubicle. It's weird when we ask that question because, like, one of the Formula 500s, none of their crews are allowed to wear green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's bad luck for that category. One of them, the father and daughter, they both put on their left glove.
That's another thing. I have to put my right glove on first.
Oh, dear.
If I put my left glove on, I'm right-handed. I feel like if I put my left-handed on, if I grab that first, I will actually put my right one on as well. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it's things you don't really think of that you...
I didn't think that until you just said that. I was like, wait a minute, I do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Funny.
What do you
add that to the list? The nervous week
in the second cubicle.
That's
an important bit of information.
Weird. I don't know.
Hey, it's probably
if
weird
someone's
one
in there, I will wait.
Do you know what?
You're
I
like,
love
players,
that.
hurry up.
This is my good luck week.
Unless I really can't, or I can't go in there after them, then I'm like, oh, then I'll choose the other second
I've had a
one from
curry
the
the night
end.
before.
I feel like you've already answered this one, but one moment that reminded you that you belong in the sport.
Oh yeah.
Winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Being able
Seeing
to
your dad at the finish line being like,
Yeah.
you did it.
Crossing the finish line for that checkered flag first, or even just winning the whole round is awesome too. It's rare, but
Yeah.
if you can win the whole round, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be a really cool feeling.
Heck.
You're next. No, that one.
What am I doing? Oh, no. One moment.
Nope. She's colorblind because it's going dark.
I know. Yeah. What's next for Linda Devlin?
Just trying to probably race this year again. So obviously finances are a little bit tight when you're trying to raise a child and you're not working full time again. So I've been really lucky to have a few sponsors on board from last year from 2025. So I had the
You want to give them a shout out?
I absolutely do. The Park Werribee
Go
Hotel.
for it.
They are amazing. It is the best hotel in Werribee, probably even in the whole area. So they have a really good vibe. They've got functions, they've got family days. They just have an awesome atmosphere too, and the people as
We will
incredibly
tag them
lovely.
when we post. Yep.
Yeah.
So the Park Werribee Hotel. And also Anthony from Track Performance Solutions. He's been incredible. He helps us on and off the track with dynoing. He helps out with Motec issues if we have any. That little gremlin that we had at the bend that didn't let me take my pole position to start the race. We were on the phone to him straight away, and he was doing everything he could from Melbourne to help us out. So he's been incredible. And I also have another mate who has always been very supportive and comes to the track when he can and pit crews with us. And he has Shrek Tech, so he does fabrications, and so it's called Shrek Tech Automotive. So he's awesome as well.
Shout out to them guys.
Yes,
because it is really who you know and your friends that do, like, we do fuel tech for a lot of our cars because we're fuel tech. I always say this word wrong. Distributor.
Yes.
Yeah. And distributor.
Yes.
Distributor.
I don't know. There you go. One of them. And we
sounds like a car.
Get
okay.
Oh yeah, distributor. And we will get phone calls from Queensland, and we'll have to remotely log in and help them. And then if we need help, we've got the fuel tech guys that will help us. And it's like those people are so instrumental into your racing, and like just the help that goes into it and friendships that come from it as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping to try and log in some, hopefully more sponsors for this year, because we've got a different calendar this year. So we're actually running the high tech series at Sydney Motorsport Park with them. So that's going to be
so
Linda is looking for
sponsors, guys.
Sponsors, come out.
Yeah, plenty of room on the car. It's a rolling billboard. It's chrome blue. It stands out on the freeway.
It's a cool color.
40 kilometers away. You can see it. It's definitely a head turner.
Pretty.
Yeah. So put your sticker on there and get into your pocket, people.
So we're going to be running under lights, so it's going to be really cool. So I'm really hoping to get some finances to get there. So that's in July, 17th and 18th of July. So I think it's going to be live streamed on the SBS. I think Blendline TV as well, but Fox Sports and KO, I believe. So
yeah, bud.
That's at least the first time. I've been fixing mine all the whole fucking.
No, I have sound. So streamed on SBS.
Hopefully we can grab some more sponsors and do that one. But also, I mean, ideally, I'd love to do the whole series again. I have a feeling that I really want to win the championship again. I want another one under my belt, but I also want to be the first female to win the championship too.
That would be really cool. We'll have to have a watch party from over here.
So I'm trying to get some finances and do some sponsorship stuff for the year. But we'll see how we go.
Hell yeah.
We will get there. I have faith. But the last question for the quick fire round is, finish this sentence. Racing to me is
in my blood and family.
Love it.
I love that.
Yeah, I think, yes, it's definitely in my blood, obviously. Could smell it when I was a fetus.
The fuel.
You could smell the fuel through the So you get her
I
involved.
think I was at Bathurst watching Dad when I was 2 weeks old. So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much
Do you
in
go
my
watch
blood.
other races?
Yeah, do. Yeah. So, not probably as much as I'd like to these days. Obviously, having Bubba,
Little one.
and my partner works most Saturdays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to watch a lot of my mates, and just go Phillip Island, Sandown, Winton, whatever. They're like, "Oh, cool, I'll come help you." Yeah, cool. Especially for like the 300 enduros and stuff. Obviously, you need a lot of pit crew. So I'm like, "Yeah, cool, I'll come
Yeah.
help you." Yep, easy done.
Genius.
Yeah,
That's
and
so cool.
generally
And
it's
that's
a
how you get
2 for
into
1
it.
deal.
Yeah, it's how you get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually a 2 for 1 deal if I go, Dad comes, so he's got the
Yeah.
knowledge and the brain. Like, "Oh, Barry, can
Yeah.
you?" Dad's like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no, well."
Here's a race ticket for your dad too.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
yeah.
done.
That's cute. I love it.
Well, that feels like the perfect place to leave it.
Yeah, Linda, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
You're
From
welcome.
growing up trackside and making history in a mini
Yeah.
to coming back and racing as a mum.
Yeah, and your grit, your honesty, your love for the sport, your family life, like integrating into it all is really good and really came through, I think, today.
And for
You?
anyone who still thinks that minis aren't serious race cars,
Yeah, I think Linda has that covered.
yeah,
Also, if you don't think you can fit into a mini, you can, because Henry has always been 6'4", and
Oh, that's my
he still
husband's
fits
height.
into his historic mini and our mini. So you can fit
You,
into it even if you're
you
tall.
just make those legs bend.
yeah, just fold them up, they'll be fine.
So I do a love note to Lando Norris. Do you watch
Yeah,
Formula
yeah.
One at all?
Probably not as often as I want to because I need sleep.
Yeah, true.
But my brother, his wife, and my dad and my mum, they watch it a fair bit too. So they pretty much watch it every Grand Prix.
You guys have seen this stuff there. I am in love secretly, unsecretly, my husband knows, with Lando. So the end of every the end of every episode I do like a little Lando line to
Yep.
him in hopes that one day
He'll listen.
he'll listen.
He'll listen.
He'll never listen. But today's one
You
is
never know. Just tag him. You never know.
no, he'll be like, "Oh, Amber, yeah, I'll listen." So the line to Lando today is, "Lando, Linda just proved you don't need the biggest car to win. I've been saying this the whole time about my personality."
Ah! Oh no.
But yeah, on that note,
Yeah.
we just want to say thank you.
Yes.
And we've actually I think I've learned quite a lot.
I learned quite a lot.
And now we're going to watch you. So please
Yes.
remind us when you're racing so we
Yes,
can
please.
Yeah,
left,
will do.
and
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah,
That's it from us. It's been Talk Dirty to Me with Linda.
Linda.
Thank you so much for coming on. And the laughs and the loud and the motorsport and anything that is anything but boring.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, ladies.